What's going on, guys? JFC here. Boys, the rat is coming, and we need to talk about it. We've got a possible second player of the month, Mbappe, that could be coming out too. We'll look at the player of the month nominees in the Liga, and we got a couple things to look at and talk about. RTTF cards. We saw Chelsea win today, so look at what Fofana did. If you guys don't want to deal with trading at all, you guys can go to the link in my description. Go to u7buy.com. They're a fast and very, very reliable coin service. The 5% tax is also covered. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring the video. Now let's get back to it. Before we get into all of that, first we got a Sergi Darder today. And Sergi Darder actually doesn't look too bad, honestly. 5'11", medium. 3-star, 4-star is meh. But can play center mid, CDM, and cam. That's a plus. An 88 pace midfielder is pretty hard to come by. It really is. He can pass really well. Got good stamina. The interceptions aren't amazing. The dribbling is there. There's a role for him, but he's not amazing either. I do think, though, with like 2 or 3 upgrades, getting a midfielder with 90+ pace is really rare, and it's actually pretty hard to find. Add in finesse shot trade, too. He's decent. I would say I don't love it. You got a loan SBC as well. Now, the 99 game loan is 82 and 84. The regular one, I believe, is 84, 86. Yeah, so, I mean, that's quite hefty. I wouldn't say it's the cheapest SBC ever. Maybe if I do them, I do the loan. I still do worry a little bit. This is kind of like them just pushing, see how far they can go with it in terms of the loan stuff. But once again, we just have to wait and see. We can't be too pessimistic early on. Other than that, literally nothing. So I think we should just go and look at the leaks right now. I'm gonna start off with one we've seen already. Mario Gomez, remember, still leaks to come, so don't forget about Mario Gomez. Keep going up here, we've got Gianluca Zambrotta, prime icon SBC to be released here. Very good icon card. I like him this year a lot. I think the prime version should be pretty good value. Hopefully they don't, like, overprice him. A good icon SBC, though. I definitely think that's a W there for Zambrotta. Another right back is leaked, and that's Nick Lima. Okay. I wish with MLS cards and stuff, or, cards of off leagues, they would kind of juice them out a little bit more than usual, but seems like they don't like doing that for whatever reason, which I think is kind of dumb. But his stats are not great if that's what his stats are going to be, so I don't know. I just wish they would give those cards a little bit better stats. But here it is. Aloeron, going to be coming in Fantasy FUT Team 2. A better version of Aloeron. Can anybody handle that? Not just me. Everyone is just absolutely, the replies here are just people fuming at the fact that this is coming out. What a lovely day in the inner. Good lord. Yeah, that's everyone's reaction to seeing that card. Don't worry, you just have to sell your soul to be able to afford him. Wesley Fofana managed to get the upgrade. So this is what his card's going to look like. It's going to be a sick card. If you went in on Fofana, I talked about that in my video yesterday. I had a comment and I said, who's going to put their faith in Mr. Potter to lead Chelsea to victory and have Fofana get that upgrade? And he did. If you went in on him, he went up like 130k. So congratulations on your profit if you want to take the risk. You're ballsier than I am. Mullen went down about 100k. So we can go look at that here in a sec too. Team of the week 19. Here's a little prediction we've got here. We've got Griezmann and Mo Salah, Emre Can, McAllister, Diaby, Robertson, some good cards in here potentially. Hopefully, I'm assuming Mo Salah is going to get it, so that'll be a nice little red to try and strive for. Griezmann's card could be pretty decent. Not counting on it, though, but yeah, maybe Andy Robertson. There could be a few good cards in here. We'll just have to see. Guys, remember this tweet? Every promo from now on will include some sort of icon/hero promo cards. We need to see if this is true for FUT Birthday. If FUT Birthday has also icons or heroes included, then my guess is this probably is going to be true. I still find it a little bit difficult to believe, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So let's not forget about this when we think about FUT Birthday coming up in the future here. So Liga and Player of the Month, we have 3 contenders. Three contenders: Balogun, Mbappe, and Todibo. So this is going to be very interesting to see because Mbappe could be getting a second player of the month, which would be very interesting to see. Or the goal, yeah, here they are. So the goals and assists are right here. Mbappe has 1 more assist, but Balogun obviously is playing for a team that is not nearly as good as PSG, and also is having like kind of a breakout season. Maybe he's more likely to win it in that case because Mbappe, maybe some voter fatigue going on. He won it 2 months ago, right? Ben Yedder won it last month. Mbappe was 2 months ago. So what's going to happen if Mbappe gets another player of the month? This wouldn't be coming out until like the earliest, I think, would be like Monday next week. I don't think it's coming out this week at all. I think Premier League player of the month is coming this week, probably maybe Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so what does that mean for fodder prices, the market? It's going to be interesting. Let's refresh this page right now. Fofana 350. He was like 370 after the game, I want to say. I think he's dropped back down a little bit now. Remember what we talked about? You want to sell these guys like an hour after the game ends at the absolute latest, and he's gone down a little bit from where he was, and then Malen as well. If you hung on, I mean, there's not much you can do about that. You're probably just going to have to accept defeat. You gambled for your coins. If you sold before the game, he was 130. So 130K was before the game, I believe. Yeah, at least 130K. So hopefully you sold your Mullins before him. But with a player of the month, Mbappe, what could we see? Now, it would be obviously a long ways away, but it's still, you always want to be thinking ahead, right? You always want to be thinking a week or so ahead in the market. You want to be ahead of the crash, because once you see a crash happening, it's already kind of too late, right? So that same standard applies to like the rest of the market, right? So do we want to prepare now for an Mbappe getting released? Probably not really. The market's actually gone up today because there's not much coming out. Aloeron kind of got panic sold a little bit earlier today. He's back up now. Thing is, people realize, you know, with that Ginola card, went down to like 1.15. He's like 10 million coins. So Aloeron's going to be 4 million coins. There's no need to really panic sell on the heroes right now, even though he is down like 40K from where he was just a little bit ago. Panic isn't quite as hard as it was. I still am not a huge fan of holding on to cards long term. We talked about in our previous videos, like, I just don't love being into cards like past this weekend. I'm fine holding on to cards all the way until from right now until like this weekend league, like Friday, Saturday. I'm fine holding on to them until then, and then after that, I'd want to probably be out. If we get good FUT birthday leagues coming next week, then we could see the market kind of see some panic. So today for Champions League games, Bayern, PSG, Tottenham, Milan. So Lucas Moura, if they win, he's going to go up. If they lose, he's going to go down a lot. The reason being, 4-star, 4-star. There's a lot of cards here that do similar things to Lucas Moura, in my opinion. I think he'll drop pretty substantially, so I don't love holding on to him past the game. Of course, holding on to anybody during the game is a risk in the first place, but especially Lucas Moura, I'd probably want to sell. I wouldn't even want to take that risk for Tottenham winning. Oh yeah, and how could I forget? There is no Milan card, so no need to look at it. Thanks, EA. The impending doom on Goretzka, though, too, is bad. Like, Goretzka, if Bayern don't win, this Goretzka card is in big trouble. They only have 1-0. They looked like the better team for about the first 70 minutes of that last game, and then PSG were really on fire in that last 30 minutes. This, if they lose, I'm just warning you, is going to be bad on that Goretzka card. And the Nuno Menj, honestly, he'll drop, but like he has some value in his own. It just right now these guys are so inflated that I just don't. You know, Fofana, I was like kind of okay with holding on till the end because I think he wouldn't go down too much. I think all these cards have potential to really drop if they do end up losing, so I don't even love gambling on really any of these this time. I think these are even higher of a risk. I personally would just stay away. Unless you are feeling it, you know, if you make your call. If you want to invest in Lucas Moura, you sure can. Doesn't it suck that inform investing is pretty much just dead? 86 informs are the price of 86s. Pretty much 87 informs, price of 87s basically. We used to look at this every single week to be like, hey, inform investing, you know? 84 informs are always like 16K, 15K. At the absolute lowest, they're just discard now. You know, they're just completely discard. So for a second player of the month, Mbappe, I think Fodder is a great shout on the high end. It really is, but I don't think we need to worry about it right now. I think that's a thing over this weekend we'll think about for this Mbappe. Last time we invested in Fodder when we knew Mbappe was coming out, high-end fodder did so well for our investments. 89 pluses should be a fantastic investment. Even like this 92 Casemiro would actually be a crazy good investment too, possibly. If he ends up dropping down a little bit further, I don't know if he will, so maybe 91s will be a lot better. But just the point still stands that high-end fodder is going to be a great investment. You can stock up now if you wanted to wait. You know, 89s are low, but I just worry that with more pack stuff being opened this weekend, I don't think Zambrata is going to make, you know, high-end fodder rise too much. I don't think much will happen. Seems to me like waiting is probably going to be the move. All right, I think that's it. And I'll see you next video tomorrow. Peace.